19 News. Now you know.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, one person is dead and two businesses destroyed in an early morning fire in Escanaba. Tonight we'll let you know what we know so far. Plus, Governor Whitmer is set to deliver the State of the State address tonight. We'll have a preview of what she's expected to discuss. And a Delta County library is celebrating a successful year. We take a closer look at the progress at the Escanaba Public Library and what lies ahead. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Another unseasonably mild day today, and I noticed some patchy fog while driving around today too.
And we'll see more of that this evening into our morning. We could even see that on Friday. Right now though, taking a look around downtown Marquette and Escanaba as well as the Hill and Marquette Place. Not seeing that fog at the moment, but don't be fooled. It could be out there and lingering on. It also could be freezing. So your commutes this evening, tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, and maybe even Friday morning could be a little bit dicey, so make sure you are prepared and aware. Take extra time when you've got to go. Tonight we'll have those temperatures 25 to 35, and again some drizzle forming around the UP. Temps right now in that 30-degree range. Yes, we're going to see warmer temps continuing as we've got this warm trend going. I've got more on that after the break.
Thank you very much, Ariane. Developing now, a body was recovered from a building after a large fire destroyed two businesses early this morning in downtown Escanaba. Crews were dispatched to the 1000 block of Ludington Street just before 2 a.m. This is video of Escanaba Public Safety, Public Works, and local volunteer fire departments clearing the rubble around 8 a.m. Escanaba Public Safety says it took fire crews about 8 hours to get the flames under control to begin searching for potential victims. That is when one person's body was found inside. No other details have been released about that. Two businesses are a total loss from the fire: Schwalbach Kitchens and Trinkets and Treasures. No other injuries have been reported, and the cause of the fire is still under investigation. Tonight, Governor Gretchen Whitmer will deliver her 2024 State of the State address. This will be the 6th State of the State for Governor Whitmer and the second year delivering it to a Democratic majority in both chambers of Michigan's legislature. The governor is expected to discuss her plans to build upon what she says are historic accomplishments from the first Democratic-led legislature in 40 years. She says her proposals will lower costs, invest in education from preschool to college, and expand access to safe and affordable homes for Michigan families. The address begins tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. WZMQ will carry a live broadcast of that right here on air, and we'll have a recap of that tonight at 11:10 Central. The Nicomedan Ski Marathon is changing a few courses for this weekend's races due to trail conditions. In a Facebook post, the organization says the snow base on some trails isn't deep enough for grooming. That, in addition with the current mild weather forecast of above freezing temperatures and potential freezing rain, has caused organizers to make some changes. Most notably, none of the races will end at the Superior Dome in Marquette like they usually do. All Saturday events will end at the Nicomedan Trail Network Forestville Trailhead. You can see a full list of the changes right now at WZMQ19.com. We'll also have more on this tonight at 11:10 Central. Two western UP trails are back in use following severe flood damage from 2018. Both the 8-mile UP Trail number 3 in Lake Linden and Trail number 2 in Gogebic County are open for public use. After the Father's Day flood tore through the Lake Linden and Dollar Bay areas of the trail, over $10 million in repairs was made. Trail and property analysts say landowners had restricted access to the trail, and the DNR has since formed a new route along Old US 2.
A reopened trail will look like is all new trail, some slight changes to the route, and there'll be, of course, like clearing and obvious construction that's taken place, and it will look differently than it did in the winter of 2018 before the flood took place.
The DNR's Advisory Council will be meeting tonight to update trail users on the conditions and status of Trails 2 and 3. The Escanaba Public Library just wrapped up one of its biggest years. WZMQ's Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons takes us through some of the library's successful initiatives and gives us a look into the year ahead.
2023 was a year of big developments for the Escanaba Public Library, starting with the launch of its mobile outreach initiative, which brought the library to people at a dozen community events.
The bookmobile allows us to connect and interact with the community on a whole different level. We were able to make direct contact with over 1,000 people, but obviously reached many more and hopefully are putting more of a face on the library in terms of what we are and who we are.
The library also more than doubled its public programming and saw an increase in usage of resources like drive-up service and technology assistance.
People come in with their digital devices and need help, whether it's printing a mailing label or accessing benefits or whatever. We're really trying to establish ourselves as, hey, you need some tech help, come on down to the library.
Perhaps most notably, all that growth translated to a boost in regular patrons.
We registered over 800 cards last year, which is about a 14% increase from the year before. We're also seeing people coming back into the library building. That's been increasing exponentially since the pandemic, but last year it was up by 11% from the previous year.
The library plans to maintain that momentum in 2024 with the continuation of its Live on the Lawn concert series, summer reading program, author events, and more.
If we can continue to be a draw and a destination, I think that can help with the city's goals, with the downtown revitalization and the efforts with the waterfront. So we hope to continue to have the resources to be a positive impact and welcome the community in.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after this break, plus more quality options than ever before for parents looking for booster seats for their kids. And later, only 2 states have voted in the Republican primary, but analysts say it already looks like it could be a 2020 rematch between President Biden and former President Trump. We're back in 2 minutes.
Pictionary here on WZMQ TV 19.
It's time to clear out the showroom for Kirkish Furniture's January clearance sale. Find year-end savings in every department all month long. Furniture, mattresses, appliances, and flooring. Shop Kirkish Furniture's January clearance sale while supplies last.
Tonight, a standoff over the use of razor wire at the Texas-Mexico border. Then, millions of people in the South are facing flood dangers and how this scientific flight is protecting people from a new weather phenomenon on the CBS Evening News.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget, we're
1 Adam 12, 1 Adam 12.
1 Adam 12?
1 Adam 12, 1 Adam 12.
1 Adam 12, roger.
That's right. There's only 1 Adam 12.
I'll remember that.
5 days a week.
Adam 12, weekdays at 5 on MeTV 19.1. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
Happy New Year from Shunks of Marquette. It's January. Out with the old and in with the new. There's thousands of items that we have to clear out to make room. There's clearance items in every department. There's big discounts on mattresses from Serta, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. And big savings on living room from Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, England, and Lazy Boy. And there's huge savings in Amish dining room and bedroom. And reclining furniture, nobody gives you more choices than Shunk Furniture Marquette. Over 300 recliners in stock. Shop Shunks today.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasek.
Winds a little bit confused, but mostly coming out of the east and southeast right now. We'll see a change of direction. I'll show you that in a little bit, but fairly calm conditions and bringing those warmer temperatures. Weather alert to let you know about. It's a special weather statement for the northern Wisconsin. There we go, as well as further east here, Chippewa and Mackinac counties, where we've got dense fog possible, and that goes into our evening here. You could see some slick conditions with this fog possibly freezing. I know we've got warm temperatures, but let's take a look at that fog tonight. We'll see that continue and increase for everybody early in the morning there, but then it's going to hang out pretty much along the Wisconsin border and over here in the east into our Thursday. So it could be reduced visibility tomorrow as well, 1/4 of a mile or less. So plan ahead and be prepared. Have those low beams ready if you don't have fog lights. The next 2 days, we've got chances of a wintry mix as well as freezing rain mixing in with that freezing possible fog. And then we'll see some rain, snow showers possible as well. Well, that's that wintry mix, right? Take a look here downstate. They're getting a lot more rain showers and a little bit of that snow. We've had some flurries, very light flurries there over the northeast coast here. And taking a look at Futurecast, when that rain is going to be pushing in, we'll see it later in the evening, but mostly around 9 a.m., getting a little bit heavier more around noon there. And those bright peach orangey colors is that mixture of rain and snow. And then we've got snow possible here in Marquette County with that mixture and continuing into our evening. So if you're driving anywhere along M28 or M65, make sure you are prepared to be taking it really slow because it could get a little sloppy out there. Friday, though, at the moment, looking fairly calm compared to our Thursday. So if you're traveling down into Wisconsin on Thursday, if you can hold off until Friday, might be a good idea. Around 3 p.m. here, we'll have 0.2 of an inch along that Wisconsin border, and then just a little bit more for Menominee County later on that Thursday. Temps right now in the 30-degree range. I know it seems confusing when we've got chances of freezing drizzle and fog, but that is the story. Tonight, those lows still in that 30-degree range, and of course fog along Lake Michigan there and even up to Newberry like we saw with that fog outlook. Tomorrow, those temperatures around 39 for Houghton. 39 for Houghton. It is the end of January almost, right? So it's going to feel a little bit cooler with some gentle breezes, but other than that, we're still warming up. Friends, I got to show you this. We've got 41 on the docket on Wednesday of next week. So temps still on the rise.
Thanks, Air. Some good news for parents shopping for a booster seat. Bradley Blackburn tells us why.
This crash test shows what can happen when children aren't properly secured in a vehicle. When kids outgrow a car seat, they need a booster seat. There are many new models on the market, and the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety found plenty of quality choices.
47 of the 54 boosters we rated received our top rating of Best Bet, and none of them were not recommended.
Jessica Jermakian is with IIHS. The group analyzes seats to make sure the belt fits correctly for a typical 4 to 8-year-old. The new seats on the Best Bet list join those previously rated by IIHS. They range in price from $25 to almost $450 and will work in almost any car, minivan, or SUV. Safety experts say a good booster places the belt at the center of the shoulder.
It's not riding up on the neck or falling off the shoulder, and the lap belt is low across the hips, really on the upper thighs, not riding up into the belly.
Parents should make sure the seat works in their vehicle. Many communities offer inspection stations where instructors demonstrate how to properly install a car seat.
Whether it's cross-country or just going down the neighborhood, we need to make sure kids are buckled up on every trip.
The IIHS says children buckled up in booster seats are 45% less likely to be injured in a crash compared to those using seat belts alone.
Our 19 News Insights is on the way next. We are learning more about a group in Marquette County that's hoping to keep our home clean and pristine. That conversation is 2 minutes away.
Our veterans are one of our biggest treasures. But veteran suicide remains a serious public health concern in Michigan and across the nation. Join us in preventing veteran suicide. If you're a business or organization, partner with us to connect veterans to their earned benefits. If you're a veteran or family member, call 1-800-MISH-VET to get connected to your benefits. And if you're a veteran in crisis, call 988 to get help. To all of our veterans, we thank you for your service.
CBS, February 4th.
The biggest concert of the year is coming to you
and the only ticket you need is CBS.
The Grammys, with performances by music's biggest artists, including Billie Eilish, Dua Lipa, and Olivia Rodrigo.
Don't even think of it as an award show. This is a concert where we're giving out awards.
And the Grammy goes to...
And the Grammy goes to...
Trevor Noah hosts The Grammys, live Sunday, February 4th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Yes, we're on thin ice. And everything is going up in smoke. Still, some are adding fuel to the fire, while the rest of us see the troubled waters rising. Our planet is under the weather. But when the going gets tough, the tough get, well, you know. Because in the heat of this moment, we're not about to lose our cool. Love it or lose it.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
A coalition in Marquette County is hoping to inspire residents to take some pride in the place we call home. It's the Respect Marquette County Coalition, created in part to align with Travel Marquette's ultimate mission. Joining us tonight is Travel Marquette CEO Susan Essler. Thanks for coming in, Susan.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah, so tell us about what got this all started, the Respect Marquette County Coalition.
Well, a couple of years ago, we started working on our strategic plan, and so part of that was actually looking at the sustainability and doing something that would kind of benefit everybody who lived here as well as the visitors, and just help to educate everybody. So we started out, we had a charrette with about 20 different partners from around the county, and through that charrette, it was on March 17th, so it was St. Patrick's Day, and we decided to run with it, and it's been going really well.
Cool. Who are the partners in this coalition?
It's everything from trail organizations, municipalities, different land conservation places, different businesses, and even individuals. So we have some individuals who are interested in it as well.
So how is the mission of Respect Marquette County Coalition executed in the community?
Well, what we've been doing is really working with the coalition. So it's not just Travel Marquette who is creating this, it's actually the coalition. So we meet on a quarterly basis, different locations, and we've had partners actually kind of hosting the different venues, and so they're able to talk a little bit about their business, what they do. We're also interested in providing a platform for people to donate to the different trail organizations and different organizations who are partners as well.
Gotcha. And I was reading up about this on the Travel Marquette website and everything. There's 7 principles to this. Explain all of that to me.
Right. So the first thing we did was partner with Leave No Trace. And so theirs are kind of the gold standard, I think, for most people who don't even know anything about conservation or about doing the right thing. So we partner with Leave No Trace, and with those 7 principles, we did a small video. We're actually working with NMU for the orientation for the new students, working with elementary school students, working with NMU, and the different coalitions and the different trail organizations as well.
So how can people participate in this and be involved with Respecting Marquette County?
Well, we do have the Respect Marquette County Pledge, and you can go online to travelmarquette.com and take the pledge, and you'll be eligible for a $200 gift card. We do that. We do a drawing each quarter. Actually, we just recently pulled a name, and it was actually an NMU student. So how great is that? Yeah. So that's kind of what we've been working on. We also have Leave No Trace 101 tomorrow evening at Peter White Public Library in the community room from 6 until 8. And that will be Heather Vivian from our staff working with Lynn Meister-Tanis from North Country Trails, talking about the Leave No Trace principles and just kind of getting an idea of what it is it takes to do that.
Awesome. For people who are just interested in learning more about Respect Marquette County, where do they go to find that information?
They can go to travelmarquette.com, and there's an area where you can look for Respect Marquette. And we also have respectmarquette.com.
Perfect. Well, Susan, thank you so much for sharing tonight. Still ahead tonight, developments in the Middle East. What led up to the U.S. Navy shooting down Iran-backed missiles and the White House's response to it. And later, just a few weeks into the year, and some analysts say it already looks like we could see a 2020 rematch in the presidential election. We'll have the latest on primaries. But first, here's your Upers United volunteer opportunity of the day. The Retired and Senior Volunteer Program, or RSVP, is looking for help with the Life Tracker program. It's a system that helps track people who may be prone to wandering, like children or folks with dementia. Volunteers will help set up clients with a Life Tracker bracelet and change out the batteries for them every 2 months. To sign up to be a volunteer or check out other opportunities, head to upersunited.com.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, is Boeing to blame? Our new reporting tonight about the terrifying mid-air blowout of the Alaska Airlines flight as Boeing's CEO makes the rounds on Capitol Hill. Those headlines and more tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
And now, a CBS exclusive sneak peek at the new season of Young Sheldon.
We have to go home. There was a tornado. Your Mama's house was destroyed.
Class is starting tomorrow. I'm not going anywhere.
You are going home.
The people of Germany are obsessed with rules and devoid of humor. I am home.
The final season of Young Sheldon.
What I say goes. What are you doing?
Passive resistance. Good luck lifting my limp body.
It's all part of CBS Premiere Week. After Super Bowl 58, only on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
I would say working at Goodwill is it's a very good job. Co-workers are all real nice. It's a good team environment.
What I like most about my job is meeting new friends and create stronger bonds.
Everybody's always willing to help out if they see somebody, struggling or something, that, they need assistance with something, they always help them out.
Goodwill treats their employees phenomenally well.
Shop and donate to your local Goodwill.
Watching Andy Griffith has one result.
Makes you feel good, don't it? Kind of a warm feeling right in the middle of your stomach, your head 2 or 3 feet above your shoulders. You know why you're feeling that way, don't you, boy?
'Cause I'm pooped.
The Andy Griffith Show, weeknights at 8 on MeTV 19.1.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
Hello to you, I'm Gail King.
I'm Tony DeCopel. And I'm Nate Burleson.
This is us. We're all here to wake up your mornings to help make sense of the latest overnight developments.
What you can expect from your day before you head out the door. You'll also hear directly from the biggest newsmakers in America.
And you'll see the best group of journalists in the business with exclusive reporting and breaking overnight news.
That's a lot. Watch CBS Mornings right here on your new CBS affiliate in the Upper Peninsula. That's WZMQ 19.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Today, the U.S. Navy shot down 2 missiles launched by the Iran-backed Houthis. The recent military attacks on Houthi targets come after weeks of escalation in and around the Red Sea and multiple attempted Houthi attacks on commercial shipping vessels. The recent escalation is raising questions in Washington about how far the Biden administration can go without congressional approval. In recent decades, presidents from both parties have exercised latitude with the War Powers Resolution to target military strikes against hostile actors in order to prevent further escalation. Experts say it's a bit of a gray area in today's military age.
The really interesting thing is that the War Powers Act, which was passed in response to the Vietnam War and the protraction of the Vietnam War into other countries, is sort of a dead letter. It doesn't really give too much power to Congress unless they want to cut funding for the military. And that's just not something you want to do when the military is in action.
Today's interception by the U.S. Navy comes after the 8th round of attacks by the U.S. military on Houthi infrastructure in just over 10 days. Meanwhile, some Senate Democrats are pushing for a two-state solution between Israel and Palestine as a way to end the conflict and prevent future conflicts. Hawaii Democratic Senator Brian Schatz says nearly 50 of his Senate colleagues want to include an amendment to the supplemental spending package, which includes money for border security, Ukraine, Taiwan, and Israel. The amendment supports reiterating that U.S. policy favors a two-state solution between Israel and Palestine. Israel's prime minister recently rejected the idea of creating an independent Palestinian nation. The Hawaii senator says the prime minister's rejection of a two-state solution advanced him and his colleagues to push for this amendment. According to the senator, no Republicans have signed on to support this, though. Voters in only 2 states have chosen who they want to be the next president, but it appears more and more likely that the 2024 presidential ballot will look just like the 2020 ballot, with former President Donald Trump taking on President Joe Biden. Natalie Brand is in Washington with the details.
After winning Iowa and now New Hampshire, former President Donald Trump says the race for the GOP nomination is effectively over.
When you win Iowa and you win New Hampshire, they've never had a loss.
The Biden campaign is also preparing for a rematch, saying they will run like the fate of democracy depends on it.
If I'm going to be in a fight, I want to be in a fight with you, the UAW.
The president, holding his second campaign event of the week, rallied a friendly audience of United political support from labor unions.
The UAW is endorsing Joe Biden for President of the United States.
While the president and former president are pivoting to November, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley is vowing to keep fighting for the Republican nomination.
Most Americans do not want a rematch between Biden and Trump. The first party to retire its 80-year-old candidate is going to be the party that wins this election.
Haley will rally voters in her home state of South Carolina Wednesday night, but she trails Trump in the polls there.
The numbers in South Carolina are even worse for Nikki. The bottom line is simply this: we should start focusing our attention on the contrast between 4 years of Joe Biden versus 4 years of Donald Trump.
But as election season plays out, Trump still faces unprecedented legal challenges and a decision by the U.S. Supreme Court on whether he can remain on the ballot.
The Supreme Court is scheduled to hear arguments on February 8th for Trump's appeal of the Colorado Supreme Court decision to remove him from the ballot. That's also the same day as Nevada's GOP caucuses. We've got a little bit of fog to get through tonight. Ariane has one last look at the outlook after this.
It's time to clear out the showroom for Kirkish Furniture's January clearance sale. Find year-end savings in every department all month long. Furniture, mattresses, appliances, and flooring. Shop Kirkish Furniture's January clearance sale while supplies last.
The bladder control aisle. You won't shop here again. Your private business is your own. The constant struggle is over. Now there's a better way. It's HDIS. We home deliver bladder control products. We understand how you feel. For over 25 years, we've home delivered to many of the 20 million Americans who deal with incontinence. We offer all brands. We pay shipping and use plain, unmarked boxes. If we can help you or someone you care for, call for your free product sample pack and $45 in money-saving coupons. Our counselors will help you choose the right product. And unlike stores, we're always in stock. You'll get what you need. Satisfaction guaranteed. HDIS, the better way.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog, $45 in money-saving coupons, and free product samples, call 1-800-478-1306. That's 1-800-478-1306.
New fun and games are here. I'm Jerry O'Connell inviting you to come and play Pictionary on WZMQ TV 19.
For more than 30 years, our community has come through, building affordable homes, making critical repairs, and building ramps for those who need a little help and a little hope. Habitat for Humanity volunteers produce amazing results treasured forever. You could be our next hero. Volunteers are needed to provide affordable housing in Marquette County. Join in. Sign up. It's easy. Go to UpersUnited.com or use the QR code shown here. A public service message of Habitat for Humanity and WZMQ TV 19.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
We still have some warm temperatures right now. We're in the 30s. We could see the 40s next week, midweek. I've got the outlook on that. And then tomorrow at the bus stop, about 32 degrees. Make sure your students still bundled up. And remember, there's going to be that reduced visibility with this patchy fog we're expecting for the majority of the day. 7-day outlook for Escanaba. We've got some drizzle and fog on the way for the next 2 days.
Finally tonight, some Dickinson County athletes are celebrating big wins last night. Iron Mountain senior Alex Wilson grabbed the UP championship title for his 23-24 wrestling season in the 120-pound weight class. This marks his third consecutive UP championship title. The UP's first female champ, Shayna Ruska, secured her 100th win last night against Rhinelander in 3 Lakes, Wisconsin for the 113-pound division. The Mountaineers face off in Wisconsin Saturday for the Door County Classic. Congrats to all of them. That does it for us tonight. We'll see you back here tonight at 11:10 Central.
We fly safe planes. We don't.